Hello, I am Dr. Reagan, and when it comes to my cars, well, there is only one choice for me. The Honda CRV. And because this Honda CRV RS now comes with a full hybrid system, I don't even need to bring my Doctor on Board badge on the plate number in order to escape number coding days. Let's do this. The Honda CRV RS e-HEV. This top-spec CRV caused a bit of confusion when it arrived here in the Philippines since it is priced as the top-spec model, but it doesn't come with the all-wheel drive system of the lower VX trim. Heck, we don't even get 7 seats in this supposedly top-spec variant. See, at 2,590,000 Philippine pesos, the Honda CRV RS e-HEV will cost you a pretty penny, so you'd expect to get all of the goodies worthy of a top-spec model. But given that we are missing a few key features here and there, is the only full hybrid version of the Honda CRV worth its asking price? Let's find out. Here at Reagan's Rides, we do car reviews of SUVs, sports cars, trucks, and everything in between. So subscribe and hit the bell. Alright, let's get the missing bits out of the way real quick. First, no all-wheel drive system. Well, this is a full hybrid CRV, and we all know that an all-wheel drive system will use more fuel. Now, that's because an all-wheel drive will, of course, drive all 4 wheels versus the one driven wheel in a front-wheel drive layout. So, being a full hybrid, fuel efficiency is a top priority, hence the decision to go for a front-wheel drive layout. Next, the lack of the third row seats or 7 seats in the CRV RS e-HEV. Well, being a full hybrid, the CRV RS has a battery pack located behind the second row seats of this vehicle, so you literally have no space at all to put a third row. So there you go, that answers the 2 most burning questions about this top-spec CRV RS e-HEV. We don't get 7 seats here and we don't get an all-wheel drive system, mainly because of the nature of this full hybrid CRV RS. Now, the biggest draw of the Honda CRV RS e-HEV is its fuel efficiency, and in that area, this vehicle shines. You see, I get 20 kilometers per liter in light city drives and as much as 30 kilometers per liter on the highway. Now, if you're stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic, stop-and-go traffic, you just put it in eco mode, pop it in B on the transmission, and that will help you increase your brake regen rates, and you'll have a very, very efficient 12 to 13 kilometers per liter in bumper-to-bumper traffic. Now, pare, that is not bad. That is not bad at all. And you know, since I mentioned the B mode on the transmission, yeah, B actually works fantastically well when you're driving the car downhill, because that would really recover a lot of brake energy, and it will help to recharge your battery pack. Now, here's the deal. I don't usually do fuel economy runs because I find it kind of boring to do that. But for some reason, every single time that I drive a full hybrid vehicle, including this Honda CRV e-HEV, I find myself always sticking with eco mode and just trying to get the best fuel economy that I can. I mean, I just find it so much fun looking at the power sources, the energy sources on the infotainment system, which kind of feels more like a game to me. Speaking of power sources, well, we get a 2-liter direct injection Atkinson VTEC engine here, which can produce a combined output of 204 PS and 518 Newton meters of torque. Now, that's a lot of pulling power when you combine the gasoline engine and the dual electric motors that we have here. Now, to access that kind of power though, you have to pop it into sport mode. Hold on, let me pop it into sport mode. Oh yes, let's go. Woo! Step on the pedal and you get treated to an engine sound. Listen to that. Wow! Oh yeah, baby! Now dude, that really surprised me. That really surprised me because the engine sound of the CRV hybrid has the same tone. It just has the same tone as the engine sound of a Civic Type R FL5. Oh yeah. It really surprised me because usually full hybrids would usually sound like EVs when they're accelerating, but nope. Honda decided to give this CRV hybrid a more proper it's a more proper engine sound that is worthy of its RS badge. Another aspect of the Honda CRV RS that is worthy of the RS badge would be the exterior design. You see, we get this glossy piano black honeycomb front grille right here that is exclusive only to the RS trim because we have the RS badge right there, as well as this blue Honda logo front and center, which tells everybody, traffic enforcers included, that you are driving a full hybrid vehicle and thus you are exempted from the number coding scheme until the year 2030. Now we also have full LED lighting units here, from the LED DRLs that double as your sequential turn signals down to the fully automatic LED headlights as well as the LED fog lights. Now when you look at the overall front end design of the CRV RS, you'll see that while we have the sporty bits down pat, I mean it has those sporty goodies here and there, well, the overall design still looks a little bit on the conservative side. I mean, it will blend perfectly well out on the highway, but well, to some people, that's actually a good thing. Now, moving on to the side, you'll see that the CRV RS does not get the black plastic claddings on the wheel wells because Honda decided to give it the body color treatment to give the CRV RS really more of a sleek and classy look. Now, I did notice that the windowsill trim is also in chrome, as well as the silver trim or the matte silver trim for the roof rails, the color for the roof rails, which personally, if you were to ask me, I would rather have these bits blacked out to go well with the sporty design theme of the CRV RS. Now, that's because we have a blacked out power folding side mirrors here with LED turn signals, as well as these glossy black 18-inch alloy wheels. So yeah, painting the windowsill and the roof rails into black would have been better or more congruent when it comes to the overall design theme, at least in my opinion. Now, behind those wheels, well, we still get the same mechanical bits as the one found in the CRV VX. That means that we have disc brakes on all four corners, and for the suspension, we have MacPhersons up front and multi-links at the back. However, the ground clearance of the CRV RS is a tad bit lower at 198mm versus the 208mm found in the CRV VX all-wheel drive. If you've watched my CRV VX unboxing video, you'll know that we get almost the exact same cockpit layout here, save for a few changes to make the CRV RS look a tad bit sportier. Take for example the trimmings found on the middle dashboard and the door cards. Instead of the faux wood trim here found in the VX, well, we now get this brushed aluminum trim on the middle dashboard and the door cards, giving it really more of a sporty look. We also have some pretty cool looking white ambient lighting here to add to that sophistication of this CRV RS. Now, when it comes to the seats though, we still get the same black leather seats here, although we now have a contrast red stitching in the CRV RS, and we also have power lumbar support adjustment for the driver's seat. Of course, we also have power adjustments for both the front seats here, and I did notice Now that I've been driving the CRV RS for a week, yeah, we get a bit of an aggressive bolstering here to the point that they feel like semi-racing buckets already. I mean, that might appeal to some people, although for those who are plus size, it might be a bit of an issue. Now, we also have a leather-wrapped steering wheel here that also adjusts for tilt and telescoping. There you go. And yeah, we have a pair of paddle shifters here as well, just like the one found in the VX. Although Honda doesn't call these paddle shifters. Instead, Honda calls these deceleration paddle selectors. I mean, I have absolutely no idea what that means. So if you know, let me know in the comments below. But I did get to try the paddle shifters, and yes, they work just like paddle shifters. So I don't know why Honda calls it deceleration paddle selectors. Okay, well, anyway, it is kind of weird though to use the paddles on this thing, because we don't really have a traditional tachometer gauge there. So there's really no indicator on when you should upshift or downshift, in fact. So you'll have to do that pretty much by feel. Now, speaking of the gauge cluster though, we have a 10.2-inch fully digital gauge cluster here that shows you your hybrid information there. And if you don't want to see it in that screen, well, you can always turn to the 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system that we have here, which can also display your hybrid vehicle information. So yeah, if you get flagged down by a traffic enforcer on your number coding day and they don't believe that you're driving a full hybrid, you can just show off the display, the information of your hybrid vehicle on the infotainment system for them to believe you, or you can just show them your registration papers and show that the fuel type is hybrid, and you should be okay. Anyway, the infotainment system here has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as the image of a 360-degree view camera. Now, it also powers a 12-speaker Bose sound system, which, dude, sounds really good. I mean, it sounds glorious considering that it's here in such a quiet vehicle. I mean, yeah, soundstage, perfect. It's really good. For a Bose, it's really good. Now, we also have a wireless charge pad here. We have a toggle switch beside your actual gear shifter. Thank you for giving us an actual gear shifter here. Yes, the drive modes, you have Eco, Sport, and Normal. And we also have an electronic park brake with an auto hold button. Now, the dashboard layout, as I said, it's just the same as the CRV VX, or even the Honda Civic, or even the Honda HRV. Pretty much, this is the design of the dashboards of most new Hondas nowadays. Although the CRV RS also comes equipped with a panoramic sunroof. And this, my friends, is the only CRV trim in the country that comes with that luxury feature. While the CRV Hybrid's cabin will cocoon you in quiet luxury, it's worth noting that the steering has been tuned very, very well. I mean, you can detect Honda's racing DNA in the way that they tuned the Honda CRV steering feel. See, we get a good amount of heft here, perfectly balanced, and a good level of steering response and road feel. Now, I was surprised with that, considering that this is an electric power assist system, that we get some form of road feel through the steering wheel. Now, that, my friends, is really necessary, and it's really well and good. You know why? That's because the NVH levels of this vehicle is insane, pare. It is insane. I mean, being a full hybrid, you can expect a quiet drive. But the levels of insulation here is something else. I mean, whenever I drive it on the highway, it feels like I'm going so slow. Even if I have triple digits on my speedometer. That's because the Honda CRV e-HEV, it just feels so solid. It feels so premium. The drive feels so premium, and it feels so stable on the highway. Now, that's why, whenever you're driving this, you always have to check your heads-up display or your speedometer just to make sure that you're still staying within speed limit and you're not breaking the law. As for the safety bits, well, naturally, this top-spec CRV also gets Honda sensing. Now, I like Honda sensing, although if I can improve it, I'd probably include traffic jam assist, because as it is, we have lane keep assist here, although it only activates at 75 kilometers per hour or higher. Now, to be perfectly honest with you guys, 75 kph, realistically, it's not really the most ideal speed in Philippine road conditions, in Philippine traffic conditions. It's kind of on the high side, so yeah, we need traffic jam assist, especially in our country. Now, before I go to the back seat, let me tell you one last thing about the Honda CRV's drive, and that would be the car horn. You see, dude, it is one of the cutest sounding horns that you will ever hear in any car, considering the size of this vehicle, because it is just so tiny and soft. I mean, listen to this. Now, if you're wondering why this large, well, this SUV has such a cute and tiny horn, well, there is a reason behind that, and that's because the Japanese don't like loud car horns. You know, they find it rude to even use their horns unless it is absolutely necessary. So yeah, that's why we have that kind of car horn here. But it is just so cute, it's so tinny, and it's probably the first thing that I will replace if ever I get a new CRV, because yeah, although the Japanese don't like it, well, we don't live in Japan, right? And we need a louder car horn here in the Philippines. Now, anyway, it's time for us to check out the back seat. Ah, aray ko. Ano ba yan? Sakit. Ouch. Anyway, oh gosh. That's the first time my magic failed. Anyway, guys, alright, so the back seat of the Honda CRV it's not really as spacious as, let's say, the next-gen Ford Territory out there, but it is still quite spacious for a compact crossover. Space is really nice and big for, for a 5'6" dude like myself. Now, when it comes to the ride quality itself, well, as what you'd expect, as the NVH is really nice and quiet here, you're gonna have a very comfortable ride here at the back seat. It's quite comfortable, such that, yeah, it could easily fall asleep here at the back, no problem at all. Now, anyway, what else? Because of that panoramic sunroof as well, we also have a nice and spacious feeling here at the back. And when it comes to the amenities, well, we get the complete set. We have a pair of USB Type-C charge ports there, a pair of rear AC vents, and a nice and large center armrest here that comes with a pair of cup holders. Okay, ouch, suck it. The rear end gets the lone hybrid badge here, although it doesn't say hybrid, it just says RS and e-HEV right there. Now, we also have a pair of hybrid exhaust pipes here. Now, I said hybrid because, well, one of them is an actual exhaust pipe, while the other is a design piece. Now, that's a bit of a quirk for the CRV hybrid, although I must admit it is a bit cool. Now, when you pop open the smart power liftgate here, it has a kick function. You'll see that we get around 581 liters of cargo space, which translates to a large Sky Travel luggage here, right? And you have more than enough space for a medium Sky Travel luggage. Alright. Now, you can do that, or you can just put it like this, and you can fit around 3 Sky Travel luggage, or large Sky Travel luggage. Now, if you're looking for the spare tire though, unfortunately, the CRV e-HEV does not come with a spare tire. No sorry. You see, the battery pack occupies the space where the spare tire should be, so Honda only gave us a fix-a-flat here. Voila!
So why do you think that a lot of Filipino doctors want the Honda CRV? Well, after driving it for a week, I still don't have a clear answer to that. If you know, maybe you can share it in the comments below. But what I did discover with the CRV RS is that it is fun, efficient, luxurious, quiet, spacious, and reliable. Not to mention number coding exempted until the year 2030. So maybe these combined attributes help to make the Honda CRV RS e-HEV the perfect compact crossover for Filipino doctors. Of course, they'll have to pay through the nose to get one of these, but if they can, they will find out that the Honda CRV RS e-HEV is absolutely worth it. Thanks for watching.